What it is, guys, it's your Dino. We're back here again with another review, so let's just get straight into it. This review is for Wanted Dead. Wanted Dead is a game that is very hard to describe without referencing other games. Now, I'm gonna just do a little bit of premise of that before we get into the accessibility and everything else. So the best way to describe this game, in my opinion, would be a hybridization of the Ninja Gaiden game meet tactical shooting story action RPG game. Now, that being said, it's definitely high on the Ninja Gaiden influence in the way it scales its difficulty very quickly, and the customization that you can have in its weapons and stuff like that. Now, I think that is not a bad thing. I think that is a very good thing, which you'll find out more in the final thoughts. So I do appreciate the fact that you've taken the time to listen to this part. We'll get right into the accessibility in a moment, because it's going to be a good one on this one. There's a lot of good things to talk about. So thank you for being here. Thank you for checking out the video, and we'll get straight into it now with the accessibility. Now, I have check this on a couple of different platforms because I have friends who have it. The accessibility on this game is non-existent across all platforms. There isn't like colorblind mode or anything like that. It's just very simplistic, because the only accessibility that they've really targeted is the controller remapping, which you can do now on pretty much every console. You can remap the buttons using things like the remappable app on the PC, with the different pro controllers or third-party controllers that are out there, and on the Xbox using the Elite V2 and with the DualSense Edge as well. Now, that's it. That's all it has. It's a bit of a letdown, but it is what it is. I'm used to it now, and we'll get into the gameplay features. This game has a lot to offer, and so we will be rolling through with gameplay and customization in the whole thing, and my recommendations, and it will be quite interesting, I feel. Now, the gameplay features are quite varied. It has a diverse cast of characters in the supporting role, and you played this character that you're seeing on screen now, which is this young lady with the sword, and you can customize the weapons that you have. You can get skills that you can do, and the way that you play through and get skill points and upgrade your character's abilities and things that you can do is tied to the combat. So as you play, you will get slowly more and more powerful, and you have to really think about it before you start doing the specific skills, because if you do the wrong skill, it may set you back a bit, because I struggled at some points later on in the game because I'd chosen a wrong skill at the wrong time, and it kind of made it a little bit difficult in certain fights. So you want to think about it before you get into it. You can, as you can see now, customize weapons. You are playing a stone, and you have a couple of different weapons that you can use, and you can pick up weapons as you go. I picked up shotguns and SMGs and rifles and stuff like that, because this game isn't just about the sword. This is also about the guns, because you're a special tactical force that is used to deal with problems. And I feel that is a nice take and a nice representation of the influences of Ninja Gaiden. And I do appreciate everyone who Dino smashes that like button. It's greatly appreciated. Now, we're going to get into the next one, which is the customization. As you can see, we've just showed off the guns there. The customization of the game is very heavily inspired by weapons. You can customize that. I know that there are other special editions that you can get of this game that have other customization features. I don't have those, sadly, so I can't show those on screen, but I have played through quite far, and I've got loads of different customizations for the guns, different modifications, long barrels, underslungs, and all these other different modifications that you can get for weapons that you use. You can augment how the guns work for different styles of combat, so it does allow for different styles of gameplay. The overall feeling of the game is that it isn't an easy game, even with the fact that it only has 2 difficulties on the release. When you start up the game for the first time, it has normal and it has hard mode. I started playing this on normal, and even with it being on normal, it has that Ninja Gaiden difficulty scaling where it gets tough very quickly, and I think that that isn't a bad thing. That is just one of those things that will happen because this game is to challenge you. Now, that being said, we'll get into the part that I like the most, my player recommendations. The people I think that this would appeal to would be speedrunners, content creators who like games like Ninja Gaiden or action adventure RPG kind of games with skill trees and lots of combat and looking around and finding things within a fixed environment or a closed off environment, as it were, where you are very much on a railed system where you can only explore within a certain area. That being said, I think that they've done a very good job, and I think that this game would appeal to a variety of players. Even people looking for a bit of a challenge might enjoy this one. And we'll get into my favorite part now, outside of the accessibility, the final thoughts. Now, everything I've said is all very well and good, because I feel that given what this game has to offer, it is definitely one that may be rather interesting to a lot of people. I feel that this game does have some very unique selling points, and it has some amazing art that they've done, and it does hit on different levels for different people. I feel like the introduction of different themes and styles in the game do make it like a hodgepodge of different styles, and I feel like that's a lot of fun, and it does add for that level of aesthetic and a lot of fun. I feel that difficulty is something that some people might not be able to get over and may be a problem and may be detrimental down the road for the game, but all in all, I feel like the game has a lot to offer and it is a lot of fun. I do feel that this is a game that would benefit from lots of time and effort and fun for people to play. It is definitely one that may not be for everyone, but I feel like if it hit Game Pass, it would definitely be a recommendation for people to try out, or if it came onto PlayStation Plus or what other services are out there, Nvidia now, definitely one that I would recommend people giving a go, because there is lots and lots to do with this game and it's lots of fun. I feel like it does have some very unique selling points, and I feel like those selling points are what will allow this game to shine. That's just my opinion. I thank you for watching, guys. I thank you for being here. Thank you for the love and support that you give. Thank you for checking out the content. There'll be more content for you guys to check out. Yeah, one of the other reviews, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a good one. Bye.